Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Today is Friday, and it is Passion and Purpose Day. And just welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about um, our what did I say? Making new intentions or something like that. But we're going to get started. And I want to share a declaration. Yeah, declaration that Nina Moore um, shared on her Facebook. So we're going to go there and then we're going to break this down. You might want to get something to write with because she's going to give us some tools to work with. Um, but
Speaking of Nina Moore,
after she speaks, then I do have a PowerPoint where we're going to break down um, the seven things that she's going to share with us. But can you see the screen? Can you see Nina?
mhm,
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure that we hear. So it's not going to take her a minute, 2 minutes to say it, and then we're going to break it down.
I had to make a decision. I'm not building this business like I've built others. I'm not asking for permission in this season. So today, I shifted my energy with these 7 declarations. I am in divine alignment with overflow. My business expands effortlessly. I lead with confidence. People trust my voice and they follow me. What used to take months now happens in days. I attract serious people, not just watchers. I move like the woman who already has $1 million months. God orders my steps and every move produces fruit. And my business blesses lives daily. So income has to find me. So if you've been stuck, inconsistent, or playing small, it's time to shift who you're being. I want you to comment shift and I'll message you the link for tonight's 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live Zoom and show you how we're building different together.
You get that?
That went fast. Do you have the link for that? Can you drop it in the chat? Because I
I
want to write
sure
that
will.
down.
I sure will. But we're going to break it down right now. Um,
And can I add something to that real quick?
yeah, go ahead while I'm getting the stuff.
Okay, Nina Moore is actually going to be here in Romulus, Holiday Inn in Romulus this Sunday. Registration is at 2 o'clock. Doors open at 3. I have no idea what knowledge that woman is going to drop, but you definitely want to be in the room. It's not just about Super Patch, but the words, the message that she gives can help any and every business. And she has a partner named Stancia Graham who's been doing these 12 o'clock identity shift calls every day this month. And the knowledge that is just dropping, that she drops, it's all about raising our vibration or our energy or frequency, whatever you want to call it. It's time for an energy shift to go to the next level. So I will make sure I drop the 12 o'clock call in there and the flyer for Sunday. You can come, you can bring your mama, bring your kid, bring everybody. It's not just about patching people up, but it's about being in the room with high frequency people who are on the same level as you, going towards whatever that the direction is. You know what I'm saying? Is go to the next level and rise higher. So I would definitely make sure that those flyers are in there. And if you can be in the room, you just want to be in the room.
I have a previous engagement.
That's okay. It's not
Hmm.
the first time we're gonna have her here, but I'm just saying, if you can, great. And I'm gonna post the flyer in the group chat. Um, and I'm also gonna do another post on our page. If you can't be there, at least tag 1 or 2 or 5 people who you think should be there. Share it. You know, sometimes the best support you can do if you can't do it, monetize or be there, share it with other people because you don't know the power could be in the share. You could help somebody else's life just sharing the information. That's all. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Thank you, honey. Okay, so here are the 7 declarations if you want to write them down. Um, one is wealth alignment. I am in divine alignment with overflow.
Hmm.
And you can make a comment or anything around any of this that if it affects you, if you see it, if you like something that you, yeah, I need that right there. I like how she said no more, but saying no more and being no more are two different things. So we don't want to just take this on as, oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Well, we're saying that I am in divine alignment with overflow. And what I've been learning lately is that we can do all of the declarations, we can do all of the the sayings, what do you call those things? Affirmation,
Affirmations.
but our life is not aligned. Our mind is not aligned with that. So we got to work on ourselves. I've come to some things around my health and things that I was dealing with and had to just get real and calling Danielle and calling Dr. Kafira and calling, Dr. Nicole and all that kind of stuff. And when I got to Dr. Kafira, I said, and she started asking the same questions. I'm 73, asking the same questions. We've been doing this for almost 4 years. Well, probably going into 5 years now. And so the information is there. I've been into the holistic, natural beauty and all that kind of stuff for 40 something years. I know, I know what to do. And I know where I'm out of alignment with um with walking in full health and wealth. So it's
Mm-mm.
like, with in talking to Kapira when she started asking those same questions and all that kind of stuff, I said, you know what, stop, just stop. Because I know what to do. It's like the scripture that Paul says, that I know to do, I don't do. And
Mm.
that I do, I know that I should not be doing. So I got to just get real. Just pray for me. Because I'm out of alignment and my body, what I've also learned is the body does not lie. It
Mm.
can't lie. It will respond to whatever you're putting in it, whatever you're doing or not doing for it. So let's just get real, Sheila. Let's get real. So I just said, just pray. No, 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 no. I already know those things. I know what I need to have in my cabinet. I know what
Right.
fits in my refrigerator. I know how often I'm exercising, and I know what I'll be thinking, even the thinking, let's get to the root. Well, I've gotten to the root. Oh, no more, no more. So
You're
I
doing
must
it.
align myself with that. Yes, somebody want to share?
I'll say you're doing an identity shift on yourself and the wealth alignment. Yeah, it's wealth and health because they're synonymous with each other. You can't have wealth without having the health, and you have to have your health in order to get to the wealth. So it's like you have to you have to sit down and do that evaluation and how can I say this? Stop the BS and stop the overthinking and stop the underthinking and just stop the excuses. Queen Afua, when we did one of the campaigns I did when I worked with Queen Afua as a virtual assistant, no excuse wellness. It's like stop with the excuses because
Hmm.
you
Right.
can make every excuse why you can't do something, but to just do it is part of discipline. And now I understand why a lot of MLMs that I've been in, sometimes the leader would be like, we're going on a 30-day fast. We're going on a 30-day run. We're going to eat, no sugar, get up and walk, get up and pray and meditate. What is it? 30 minutes of, Nina has one where she's doing 10,000 steps a day while listening to an audiobook. Why are they making you do all this? Because it's all about tuning your body for the frequency that you're trying to go to. And it's like you
Mhm.
can't do that if you're eating McDonald's. You can't do that if you're not working out. You can't do that if you don't meditate. It's not going to, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's going to happen slower because the instrument that you're working with, which is your body, your mind, and your body, are they're temples or machines that are not operating at the best optimum level.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
operate at optimum level. I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to me. One of the things my boyfriend did, he got a juicer. So I've been juicing all this week. And I was like, you know what, Danielle, you've been BSing. The juice market has changed from 10 years ago. Let's say that. You can get a cold pressed juicer from Amazon for $130, a decent one for $130. People spend $130 on a pair of shoes, on a purse, on an outfit, going
On
to
a
the club.
dinner,
So it's like
or
you
going
have to
out to
make the
dinner.
decision, huh?
Right. I said going out to dinner. Yeah.
Making the decision. And I'm like, I have gone back to juicing and I'm noticing a huge difference. And I'm getting ready for that shift to actually go on a juice fast. We got to clean some stuff out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It just is time. And for whatever excuse that you have why you can't do something, find a reason why, because it's time. It's time. Everyone, mentors that I have, from Queen of Four to even Jewel Tankard, you know what I'm saying? They do some sort of fasting every week. You know, they eat the greens, they incorporate working out, and they also talk about the business that they're in, whether health and wellness, real estate, MLM. They all saying the same thing. They nobody changed saying
Right,
the same
because
thing,
that's
but you
that's
see the
just the
success.
foundation. That's foundation. It's
Yep.
foundation. So we just need to line up. Thank you. Um, all right, in the second, authority and leadership. My business expands effortlessly. I lead with confidence. People trust my voice and they follow me. So wherever we're lacking and not as powerful or have these doubts that people are going to follow us, we have to give that up. And it's easier to give that up when we are in alignment mentally, physically. It's like, and even if we were in I don't know if I could be that powerful, you'll just see it happening. You'll see people saying, I really, wow, wow. I really respect, I see it. I remember my sister, she'll say sometimes, Doris, yeah, I see the change. What are you doing? That's where you want to be. My business expands effortlessly. So therefore, in your alignment, things that you're doing is the right thing. Now, all of this is, of course, in alignment with the Holy Spirit telling you, well, they're going to bring that up anyway. I lead with confidence. I know what I'm doing. I've done my studying. I've checked everything. So what I'm doing, yeah, I lead with confidence because I know I've done the work. People trust my voice. So those things that we're saying, and they follow my voice. They follow my voice. Number three, speed and acceleration. What used to take months now happens in days. And oh my God, with what's happening in the world now, going into the fifth dimension, and we're in there. Um, Things that happen for me, I know that I'll say something, and the next moment, not days,
Yeah.
next moment,
Yep.
coming out of somebody's mouth, or it shows
Mm-hmm.
up on TV, or it
Mm-hmm.
shows up on your phone, or
Mm-hmm.
somebody calls you that you were
Mm-hmm.
just I mean, we've had those incidents where somebody calls, you just mentioned their name, you just mentioned Mary, and Mary calls, girl, I was just
Right.
talking about you.
Yeah.
But now it's even faster. It's even more products and things that, what I was thinking about, a sewing machine. I was thinking about going back into sewing. Bam, you go online and there it is, a sewing machine or something comes up, or about finances, about a grant and it pops up on your phone in your text. It is quick. I know for me, it is quick. When
Yeah.
it comes to like my teeth, let me tell you, I what I know was is the most powerful thing. And it's not about that I just lost them or misplaced them or fell in the trash. It's the energy that I have been having around. Oh God, these things they just drive me crazy. So the appreciation was not there.
And the universe took them.
Said okay,
And
you
that's why we got to be careful about what we say and how we say it, because it
Yeah.
manifests words
Thank you.
matter. So you be like, oh, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this person. I'm tired of every time you get around that person, you're gonna be tired. Or,
Mm.
huh, you gotta watch what you say.
we
Big
must
time.
watch what we say. We
Yes.
must
Thank
watch.
you.
Yeah, yeah,
We have
because
to
our
watch what we think too.
uh-huh,
Oh, yeah.
because it's powerful. And in this
Abraham
age,
Hicks usually say you got 17 seconds to change your thought before it comes becomes a thing.
in 17,
So
not long.
not long. So it's like and let me change this real quick. Um, so yeah, 17 seconds is really all you have.
Yeah, really, really, really. Yeah.
Mm.
Number 4, magnetism. I attract serious people, not just watchers. So, yeah, I attract serious people, not just watchers. So as we're building our teams for our businesses, as we're building our teams for our life, period, as we're building our teams for our medical, this time I did some research because I changed my insurance from Humana to HAP. It's like, oh man, I really wanted to just go back to because dealing with some stuff with blood pressure, high blood pressure, and stuff like that. The dentist kicked me out. Said, don't come back until you have a medical. Your doctor approves you that you are okay. So So I'm like researching. I want somebody that is more holistic, open to holistic, will work with my holistic team. I want blah 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 blah, right? They're very aware in alignment with what I want my life to be, what I am creating. So um everybody is around you. I attract serious people. That's why I love every single one of you all, every single one. Because one, you have proven in sticking to it, even when it was like going dead. Drying up. It's like, oh, the well is drying up. You stuck it out with me, and so not just watchers, not people who just want to, be around when you're doing good, because there are those times when the valley is low, and then you go up on the hill and up and down, up and down. But your valleys won't be as low or as often if you have serious people around that we lock in and we get the work done. We get it done. We don't play around. We're not lying to ourselves about what's happening in our lives individually as well as collectively. We see that. $1 million identity. I move like the woman who already has $1 million months. That's how we're going to move, ladies. We're going to move like that. We're already there. So, what are we doing every day? What are our minds thinking? What are we putting in our bodies? What are our dreams? What is our relationship with God? What is all of that? Look at every single part of it. What is our relationship with our families? Who don't we, I don't want to be around them, or, well, what are you projecting? Just what is that? Do I need to do this next? I just canceled going to a family reunion. One, it wasn't being put together, and we couldn't get the information, and on and on and on. And then I just said, I called Tika, and I called, Fame, and said, I'm not going. It's not organized. It does not sound exciting at all, you know. And there's some other things that I need to put my energy in for my life. So, just making those decisions, making those choices for what is best for you, what is best for your family, what's best for your vision, your dreams, the baby that you're carrying, what is best for your body, what's best, what's best. At 73, and last night I went to Jara's event. She turns 70 today. She had a beautiful, warm. I mean, the people that were there, everybody loves her, and just her energy and the energy of the people that were there was just amazing. And uh, uh, in Gia, she said, "Okay, how many 20-year-olds we have?" There was a few. 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 70, and of course the 70, a whole bunch of people, because we all know her, right? Whole bunch of people raised their hand, 80, and then her mom was 90. We didn't have any 100, but just in how when you get to a certain age, the bullshit, all right, you just not dealing with that anymore. So that was just amazing yesterday. Divine strategy and obedience. God orders my steps, and every move produces fruit. You get that? God orders our steps. And when God orders the steps, every
You're
move
good there, yes.
produces fruit. Every move. I want some comments on that. How is that in your life? God orders your steps, and every move produces
You're not going to work today?
fruit. I'm gonna put her on mute. Okay. Evan, how is that for you? I know you're when you share, you're always talking about talking to the spirit, How is that working for you when you do that? And how do you know the difference when you say, "Oh, I ain't asked God nothing about this."
Well, it shows up very distinctly. I mean, when things are flowing, and I, like yesterday, spirit is this tiny voice. I know ego talks a little louder, but spirit is like this tiny little, you should do this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it told me to come up and go to arts and scraps yesterday. And I got exactly what I wanted. And
Yeah,
I only spent
it was right
$7.
there.
I got
Yeah.
exactly what I wanted. And I didn't go any further in there. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, listening to that voice and asking
Mm-hmm.
for, like so many decisions we attempt to make on our own. Well, but they don't when they don't work out, you know why. Did you ask spirit first?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Mm-hmm.
you ask her to guide your steps? No, you
Mm-hmm.
did not.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you took a wrong turn.
And thank God for the grace of God. He'll just redirect you, just like the what is that? When you do your the thing that drives, tell you where to go.
Oh, the GPS.
Yeah, GPS. You go and you turn the wrong direction and stuff. It just recalculates. Where is she now? Okay, turn back around. Anything else? Anyone else want to share about that with that conversation with spirit?
I
Deidre?
would like to share something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm being led by spirit with tough conversations. I
Yeah.
mean, because sometimes you got to be firm with people about a subject, and when you don't have a firm spirit all the time, I'm a little softer, but sometimes I have to be firm, and I find that when I embrace that firmness from spirit, things go smoothly. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a bad thing, but it gets across. It gets across.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Grand Rising, welcome, Lorraine. I know Lorraine's I don't know if you're still dealing with your voice, but be
I
healed.
have a little, I have more voice today than I had yesterday. I had absolutely none. None at all.
Well,
But
don't
I'm
talk
listening.
too much, but if you want to share, go right ahead.
Well, you know, when you talk about spirit for me, because I call it having my conversations with God. What it is what it is to everybody. But for me, I know when I have not consulted the
Yeah,
spirit.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, when you do something and it don't turn out right, the first thing I think is like, oh shoot, did I ask God about this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and when I listened yesterday, I don't even believe I'm about to say this. Um, but I told my husband, I said, you know, I stopped dreaming. She kept saying, if you can't see it, you can't be it. I mean, like big dream. You look at people in these big old mansions, like, you know, oh, that's really nice. Like, that's not me. Why? You have not because you asked not. Why not? So I actually spent the night, I slept the best. But I think I was in a spiritual realm state because I did the frequency music as I fell asleep. And I started to dream
Mm-hmm.
and dream like, what if I lived here? What if I, you look at these sharp dressers and you go, oh, I can't believe that's not me. Why not? Like, why can't you just reinvent? Who do you want to be? Let's start there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that's not me. Is that not you because that you don't want that to be you? Well, no. And I was sick, so I saw a lot of, shows yesterday. And I just happened to be looking at inspiring stuff. And I'm like, you know, we get into a rat race of just doing, 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 doing. And we just keep moving because that's what there is to do. It's like running on a treadmill, moving a lot, going nowhere. So I'm at a point where I am really looking at what do I really want? So often we venture into a business or we venture into doing something that will earn us money to do what? Pay bills?
Mm-hmm.
I am no longer going to be a slave to, to paying bills. The whole purpose for me getting up is to pay a freaking car note and a house note and insurance and the list goes on. No. What about what about me? We can get lost in other people's opinion of who we should be to a point where we lose our own identity of who are we? We're the person you can count on. We're the person people turn to.
Mm.
Gotta
Yeah.
do this.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do that. And it turns into a got to, have to. Where's the want to? Where's the joy? Danielle asked me a question once, and it really sparked something in me because I've really been wrestling with what is really behind me not wanting to post, right? And what she got me going with, it's not just not posting super patch, like you don't post at all. My grandkids, and that's even once in a while. My point is this: When I look at where my passion lies, what I love to do, what I'm good at, I mean, I was talking like I could write about this. I know how to help people do that. I love to help people when they don't know what to do with their loved one, when they're having a problem at the nursing home, when they do it. Girl, you get me going. This is a wrap. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I get that that's what my passion is. Then it became like, why would you not share that to help people online? What is it about the online experience that you're avoiding? And I really couldn't come up with an answer until I listened to this girl yesterday. I have this identity that, it's like, I'm not the one. It's like, but I am the one.
You are. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I,
Mm-hmm.
I it's like, it's kind of like when you get into a method of operating under somebody else's aspects of what you should be doing, you end up losing who you really are. It's the old Les Brown, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And before you know it, it'll become a habit and it'll just be like, oh, well, that's the way it is. No, it's not. It's what you say. What do you say? So it's a whole new practice for me that's about to come into play. I don't think that I was sick for by chance because having spent these days unable to do anything,
Mm-hmm.
but my mind was working. And I really
Mm-hmm.
get that if everything else don't work and you got your brain, you got your mind, you can do anything. Imagination is everything. And I dreamed and I imagined. And I'm just like, I am the one. So
Yes,
yeah,
you are the
I
one. Yeah. Yeah.
I I will be sharing. My sister called me yesterday and I couldn't talk. And I know that God did that on purpose. For that call alone, she called me and ragged me up one end or the other. You don't call anybody. You don't want to have anything to do with me. You don't like my comments. You don't go on my page. You don't talk to the family. Oh girl, she just ragged me. And I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't say all I could say. My voice yesterday was, Diane, I don't have a play. I can't. That's how it was yesterday. I literally could not get a vocal cord to work. And, after I'm listening to her, and I said, you know what? This is something that you have gotten so caught up in just doing that the things that are important to you, you haven't even sat down to look at what is important. Besides her kids, my husband. But, there's a lot more to life. Like you're in a new season. Let's really redefine who you are.
Mm.
And I say that to each and every one of you. Just assess where you are,
Yeah.
assess where you want to be, and then
Absolutely.
and
Mm-hmm.
then assess what is it gonna take to get where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
You
Lorraine,
know,
there's a Star and I were listening. I don't know where we got how we got to this, and then look, Stacy, I see your hand, honey. Where Abraham, no, it wasn't Abraham, Sarah, in relation to Sarah. What's
yeah,
his what's his name? A Star, her husband, Elizabeth. I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Zachariah.
Was it Zechariah? What is the story where the angel shut him up until the baby was born because he was speaking negative?
Yeah, I think his name was Elizabeth's husband's name is Zachariah.
Yeah, it said, okay, well, I'm just gonna when I was talking about the teeth. Okay. And and then sometimes we just have to be quiet. And that's what until the baby was born, because his faith and him speaking, how powerful our speaking is, right? And so
Yes.
the angel said, okay, I tell you what, you're not going to speak until the vision comes forth. So one, you can't speak. So you can't damn anything. You know, you
Right.
can't say nothing against it. And then once the vision or whatever that thing that God wants you to get, once you get that, then you are released. And I was rushing. I'm trying to get these teeth quick because I gotta sing and I got shows and all that. And then when the doctor kicked me out, and then I got the revelation and going trying to that I'm going to hurry it up. I just said, you know what? Stop. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna be at
Mm.
peace. I'm gonna go one step at a time. I put that thing on last night because I really wanted to say something to Jara. I put it on. I went on stage. I didn't sing. I did a poem and it was beautiful and just I'm gonna be at peace with where I'm at every day because the it that vibration no. Stacy, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I just wanted to say quickly that I had a friend who called me. It was about maybe 3 weeks ago or so, and she told me she was inviting me to her church, and she told me that her pastor gave her this book to read because she had been her pastor was reading it, and the pastor's husband was reading it, and she gave the book to me, and I said, "Oh wow, I do want to read that." I said because I've been working on boundaries for a long time in my life since 2019. I didn't even really know what boundaries was until then. And so I didn't, and it was at that time when I really realized what my passion was and what it was that I wanted to do. And so I started reading the book. And then someone from another church that I attended, who is a head of the women's auxiliary at her church, and we ended up talking about boundaries as well, because she called me to confide in some things that she was going through with trying to um, lead women in the women's auxiliary that have certain positions so that she didn't have to do it all herself. So we ended up that conversation. So I read through the whole book. And then yesterday I said, I'm going to read this again. And I started reading it again. And I thought about her and the conversation that we had while we were talking about boundaries. And lo and behold, her face popped up. And I
Mm.
was like, well, isn't that ironic? I'm sitting here thinking about her because of the conversation that we had. And, her passion that she has and my passion that I have, and how we allow boundaries to get in our way and different stuff like that. And I told her, I said, you should read this book. But before I got a chance to tell her that, she said, sis, I want to know, do you know somebody who can speak at our upcoming engagement that we're having for women about hormones? And I
Mm.
was like, yeah, I can do it. And then we started talking about how we were going to organize. And I'm like, there we go. She's talking to me about her purpose and passion, about what it is that God wants her to do and how she needs to set boundaries. And here I am thinking about what it is I want to do. But what I like to do is talking about health and wellness. And there it is. I get the opportunity to speak amongst a lot of prestigious people in her church that she's inviting from everywhere about hormones. And I told her, I
Wonderful.
said, you need to read this book. It's called Boundaries: When to Say Yes, How to Say No to Take Control of Your Life. And that
And
book
who was
has
that
really
by?
changed me. It's by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend.
Can you post that,
Gotta
babe,
look
in the
that one up.
WhatsApp?
Yes, I can do that. But it's
And
just
then we'll
amazing
post
how
it in.
it's
Hmm.
amazing how God brought us together just by our passions and purposes, and how God shows you what it is that you're supposed to do. It's just that you have to have faith enough to walk in it and do it and continue in it, and be intentional about doing things.
Absolutely. Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you for
wonderful.
sharing that. Okay, we're going to get to the last one. Good shares, ladies.
I'm trying to find that book. What is it called again?
It's
Say,
called Boundaries:
Boundaries.
When to Say Yes, How to Say No to Take Control of Your Life, by Dr. Henry Cloud.
Lorraine, we'll post it when she posts it. We'll post it in the
Yeah.
super patch as well.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Overflow and impact. My business blesses lives daily.
Mm.
So income has to find me. It has
Right.
to. It has to.
Yes.
Oh, I need that slide again. You moved it too fast.
Okay, OBKB, OBKB. The overflow impact. My business blesses lives daily, so income has to find me. It doesn't have a choice. What? There's another scripture that talks about, oh man, what is that?
Thank you.
So I'm gonna play her again.
It has been rooted in culture, community, and creativity. I have had the honor of managing the first affirmations in the community and visibility through strategic marketing.
Facebook. Can y'all see it? Do y'all see her?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I need to do something else then.
Are you starting to screen share?
I did right now. You see it now, right?
Yes.
Here we go.
I had to make a decision. I'm not building this business like I've built others. I'm not asking for permission in this season. So today, I shifted my energy with these 7 declarations. I am in divine alignment with overflow. My business expands effortlessly. I lead with confidence. People trust my voice and they follow me. What used to take months now happens in days. I attract serious people, not just watchers. I move like the woman who already has $1 million months. God orders my steps and every move produces fruit. And my business blesses lives daily. So income has to find me. So if you've been stuck, inconsistent, or playing small, it's time to shift who you're being. I want you to comment shift and I'll message you the link for tonight's 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live Zoom and show you how we're building different together.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for every one of our lives. One of the other things that I had gotten from Dolores Cannon, I want to share, and it says, the silence before the world. Before anything else in my world, I lie still for 5 minutes. This is when you wake up. This is not meditation. This is what you're going to do. And in that stillness, ask a question. What do I need to know today? That's what you're asking Spirit. That's what you're asking God. What do I need to know today? And it has shown up what I need to know, what I need to do. It'll be one thing that like will be um, the tone of my day. What do I need to know today? And then trust whatever comes. You write it down, you do what it says, and you honor it. And then the forgiveness protocol. You place your hands on your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. Why don't you all do that? Put your hands on your heart. Take 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to say aloud, I release everything
I
from this
release. Oh,
that no longer serves my soul. We'll say it again. I forgive myself for every moment I forgot who I was. I am grateful. I am loved. I am an almighty vessel used by God. We'll say it again and I'll wait. I release everything from this day that no longer serves my soul. Go ahead.
I release everything from this day that no longer serves my soul.
And it's important that you say it out loud. I'm going to say it again. I release everything from this day that no longer serves my soul. Go ahead.
I release everything that from this day that no longer serves my soul.
I forgive myself for every moment I forgot who I was.
I forgive
I forgive
myself
myself for
for every moment I forgot who I was.
what
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am an almighty vessel used by God.
I am an almighty vessel used by God.
I remember who I am.
I remember who I am.
I know why I came.
I know why I came.
I am not afraid anymore.
I am not afraid anymore.
I receive everything that is already mine.
I receive everything that is already mine.
Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, we are at 10 o'clock. I pray that you got something out of this session, out of the
Yes,
new
thank you.
declaration for your lives, for our lives.
I
And
think
Hmm?
somebody wanted to know the first declaration.
The first declaration. Danielle,
Yeah,
you put it down.
I wrote it down somewhere. Hold on one second.
Okay, I'll just bring it up.
Wealth is wealth alignment.
that's for Sharonda.
Wealth alignment. And I am in divine alignment. I'm in the divine alignment
Here it is.
in overflow. With
With
overflow. Okay. And quick tip, quick quid pro quo. I like saying that. No, yeah. Those 7 slides make 7 excellent 1-day posts. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
mm-hmm,
Just throwing it out there. Hashtag passion and purpose. Just saying.
mm-hmm. Well, I want all of us to have an awesome, passionate, and purposeful declaration of your life starting right now, whatever area you need to work on that the Holy Spirit knows. Well, why don't we ask? Ask the Spirit, what do I need to work on? Where, and just surrender to it. Surrender to it because it's not going to benefit until we surrender. So surrender to it and it's going to be beautiful, just beautiful. I love every single one of you. I will see Lorraine, I know, and Danielle this weekend. I see Star every day. So, oh, and I'll see Deetra. You're going out there as well.
I will be out there, yes.
Yeah, yeah. And okay. And then what's that? Monday I'll see Gwen. What's her name? Kim.
And also, I know she ain't saying nothing because she want to act all shy, but Lorraine's birthday is Sunday, April 12th. So this is her
Happy
birthday weekend. It's
birthday, Lorraine.
Friday and it's officially her birthday weekend. There you go.
Yay, 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 yay. Yay. So don't be screaming and stuff, Lorraine. so that you are all in by Sunday. Then you can softly scream.
Happy birthday, Lorraine.
Happy Earth Day. Thank you for coming to this earth so that we can meet you. And it's been a joy knowing you. And we look forward to all the other things that all of us are going to be doing with one another. Passion and purpose. Love you all. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And I know you love me because you have to, because I'm a child of God. And we are all in this together. Peace out.
Peace out.